Yo, how's it going? My name's Carter Owen here today, and today I'm going to be talking about my fan film, my Spider-Man fan film. If you guys haven't watched Spider-Man Volume 1, Power and Responsibility, go ahead and check that out. I'm going to link it in the description below. It is probably the most mediocre Spider-Man fan film of all time. It's really good. No, I'm just kidding. You guys will probably like it. Since we're coming up on the production of the new Spider-Man fan film, so Spider-Man Volume 2, Most Wanted, which you'll understand what that title is about once you see the official trailer or the clip that I'm going to share. Which, by the way, if we get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to share a clip of Spider-Man Volume 2. So in Spider-Man Volume 1, there was something that happened that was very different from a lot of other Spider-Man fan films. That actually did happen in a Spider-Man fan film. I just had never seen it recreated. Something that I've always liked is talking about Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 is well known as, and I'm talking about the Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man 3 is well known as probably like one of the most dogged on superhero movies out there. There is one scene though that always gets me every single time. And that's the Sandman forgiveness scene, where Sandman reveals to Spider-Man and honestly to the audience that he is the real murderer of Uncle Ben. Now, it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident. He was doing something wrong. He was stealing something. He was stealing money. But he was doing it for the right reasons. He had a daughter who had cancer. Or some sickness. I don't know if they ever say if it's cancer or not. In our version, it's cancer. I've never seen that redone. So I decided, hey, you know what? Let's do that. So we just went for that same story. We kind of pulled a Fantastic Four first steps in a way. What they kind of did is I feel like that movie kind of recreated and just kind of polished up. It's a more polished up version of the second Fantastic Four movie from the 2000s. That's kind of what we have here with Spider-Man Power or Spider-Man Power Responsibility, because we could have just went any direction with that. We could have just made it fun. We could have made it very light. Instead, I decided to go for kind of a darker feel for a Spider-Man movie. But even with that, we had a lot of cool stuff. There's Hammerhead in there. You have mentions of Kingpin. Punisher is at the end credit scene of that, teasing the second film. And the main thing that I wanted to figure out with my version of Spider-Man is he angry? Is he very friendly? Is he in the middle? What is his personality like? And I think that mixing the Amazing Spider-Man 1's revenge arc with the Sandman forgiveness arc is a perfect combination for an episode. So that's what I did. And the reason why, the main thing I'm trying to address in this video is I'm trying to get to the root of why my version of Spider-Man doesn't kill. Now, at the end of that film, you kind of see it. You kind of see it. Spider-Man doesn't take a moral stance on this. When Spider-Man is about to kill Flint Marko, which if you haven't watched the fan film, watch it so I don't spoil it for you. But when Spider-Man finally confronts Marko and starts beating the crap out of him, I really tried to yell as much as I could. I wanted to make it raw. I wanted to make it real. I wanted to make it real emotions. A real hurt, confused, angry teenager. And that's what you have. And he almost kills Flint Marko before Flint Marko describes to him and explains, and Peter has a taste of what the real world is like. Flint Marko's daughter has cancer, and he's trying to heal her in any way he can. Now, here's the really sad part. He says that he isn't able to save her. He wasn't able to save her. Even with the money that he had stolen when he killed Peter's uncle, he didn't have enough. He couldn't save her. Not even just that he didn't have enough money. I leave it open to whatever, but it's mentioned that she has cancer and that she did not make it. So Spider-Man's kind of stunned by that, and I think he realizes at that moment, first of all, this is a human. This is another human, not just a bad guy. This is a human. And also, I think he realizes that that's a noble cause. And he also, I think, recognizes, and this is the real reason why my Spider-Man is going to learn to forgive instead of hurt. Some superhero movies have the hero say, "I won't kill you. I'm better than that." Well, in this version, Spider-Man is more so saying, I'm not going to kill you. I forgive you because I'm not any better than you. And, you see, Peter says, he made mistakes too. And and stuff like that. And then you have the beautiful image, which I really loved. I loved this shot of Spider-Man reaching out his hand and Flint Marko grabbing it, and Spider-Man helping him up. Followed by some jokes about, oh, don't steal with, don't steal banks, and especially don't steal them with the money bag, with one of those bags with the money signs on them. If that made any sense. I totally stuttered through that whole thing. But anyways, that's kind of why. And another thing is, and I'm not going to say this super open-ended, or I'm going to say this more open-endedly, but I have someone in my heart that forgives. And if I were to forgive someone, it would be me realizing I'm not better. And that's usually how it's been. That's realistic. And, yeah, that's just kind of how I wanted to fit Jesus and the gospel just a little bit into my film, because I think Spider-Man's a great one to do that with. And it's true to his character. He's not necessarily said to be a Christian, but there are some indicators. In my version, I'm going to confirm it for you guys right now. Spider-Man's a Christian. So, that's the other reason. Anyways, if you guys are excited for Volume 2, go ahead and comment down below. Get some hype going. Love you guys. Peace.